Hi, this is Drew. I'm doing a quick roast beef hash for breakfast. This is going to be a low-carb version without potatoes. Trying to be a little bit quiet. It's Sunday morning, Mother's Day. Jen's upstairs, just finished her eggs, grapes, orange juice, and toast. And she's starting to get ready, so she's upstairs. I'm down here with Winnie, who is probably going to have some of this with me once I'm done with it. Going to have some eggs on the side. And let me just show you real quick. All it's going to have in it is some leftover roast beef. Doesn't really matter how lean it is, this happens to be lean, we'll fix that. And some small white beans, habichuelas blancas. So those make an excellent substitution for potatoes in a lot of recipes. I've got salt and pepper and bacon fat. And let me hand off to Winnie now real quick. Okay, so for these, all we're going to do, take the roast beef. You can see that it was rare inside, that's good. And I'm going to cut that. Doesn't have to be real small because this is going to go into the food processor. And let's cut this up. And a quick cross cut. Just need to get it small enough that it fits into the processor. Okay, I'll set those aside. Now these, I'm going to go drain and rinse, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, got the roast beef cut up, and let's go ahead and throw it in the food processor. I'm using the Ninja here, which I still absolutely love. And give this a few quick pulses. Oops, turn around backwards. Trying to get these pieces on the top down in there. But I'm not trying to make a puree. And I think, yep, looks good. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and take a look. Come on over. Beans I already rinsed and they drained. You want these to be nice and dry so when you put them in the pan, the water doesn't hit the fat and explode. So back over here. Take our pan, put that on high, get the processor out of the way. And really should have had the spoon ready. Take a nice generous helping of bacon fat. And yes, you need that much because that was very lean roast beef. And it's going to take a minute for that to melt, so we'll be back. Okay, our bacon fat's melted. I'm going to have to work in two batches here because I got plenty of meat, plenty of beans. About half of that in. Quick stir just to make sure all of it gets some of that nice bacon fat. Oh, that smells phenomenal already. Now we're going to season this with just salt and black pepper. And don't be stingy on the pepper. It really makes a difference on this. Okay, that's already going pretty good because I've had that on high. Now we're going to go ahead and add some of the beans. That's about half. Okay, now it's done. When the meat, see a little bit is just starting to get brown on the edges. With the meat just brown on the edges and the beans warmed through but not cooked a lot, because those have been in water, they're already ready to eat. Looking good. You can see some browned edges around there. That's almost done. Now, if you use a fattier cut of meat, like a chuck roast, then you wouldn't have needed to add as much bacon fat. But with this, you definitely want to have a good amount of fat. And that looks just about done. Let's go ahead and take a plate. And there we have a low-carb roast beef hash. I like a little bit of hot sauce in this. You can throw a couple fried eggs on top of it. You can also do that with leftover corned beef for corned beef hash. Maybe throw in a little bit of onion, and there's breakfast. That's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and eat that and make another batch for Winnie. Doing some quick fried eggs to go with my roast beef hash. A small pan. Jenner's helping bacon fat melted in there. Gonna float the eggs on that. Be right back. Okay, got the eggs in there. Some salt and pepper. Gonna put a lid on that. Turn it down to low. And that'll cook the tops while the bottom is cooking, so I don't have to flip them over, risk breaking the yolk. And then we've got the eggs ready to go. Let's just cut under those. Lay them on top of the hash. And there we go. Roast beef and hash with fried eggs on top. Awesome.
So my expectations were not met there.
But how's the roast beef? Yeah?
She looked fantastic.
Okay.
I would definitely give this wedding a 6. It
What you
wasn't
have?
a wow factor. The
Scrambled eggs.
were simple
And
for dress. It wasn't
roast
anything
beef hash.
spectacular. But
Okay.
then with the music choice,